Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Maddie and I'm the owner of Retreat Soap Company. And today I've got a few fragrances that I'm going to be doing. I got my lye solution right here that I made the night before because I thought I was going to make soap, but I didn't. So I just had one of those lids on there. I'm going to mix this with my oils. And these cups are actually pretty sturdy. I got them from Amazon and they're literally perfect for soap. Also make sure for this part that you're wearing goggles, gloves, all of your safety PPE, because you do not want to get burned or get any of this splashing into your eyes, because it will not be fun. I've just mixed in some titanium dioxide and I'm going to continue to mix the oils and the lye solution together until the trace gets a little bit thicker. Now at about this point you can see that the trace is thicker because the lines are sticking on the surface. I'm going to mix some of this fragrance oil here, and I start by just stirring it just to see how the mixture is, kind of reacting to the fragrance oil. And then I start to blend it to make sure that everything is incorporated. That is how I want it. I'm pouring it in here slowly. I just decided that I wanted to add some of this yellow mica from Brambleberry, and just take a small amount of this soap batter and separate it. And I'm just going to add just a little tiny scoop of this yellow mica and blend it together. Kind of reminds me of banana pudding. I'm just kind of tapping this so everything can flatten out a little bit, and taking one of these glass sticks and swirling this color through. And as it thickens up a little bit more, then I'm going on and layering it up a little bit more. But the thing is, while it's still kind of liquidy like this, it's still going to be kind of running. And I'm making sure to scoop and scrape off all of this soap because it makes it a lot easier to clean when there's not thick areas of soap solidified onto your surfaces. And you see, I've just been filling it and it's still liquidy, so it's not yet to the point where it's just kind of sitting on top. At this point, it's thickening up a little bit more, so I'm able to, make a little bit of shapes onto it. The batter that I add after this is kind of sitting on top, so this is kind of where I like to work with it, but it's kind of dangerous to start at this point. But when you get here, it's smooth sailing. Now you can do like all your little shapes and designs or whatever you want to do. I'm just kind of freestyling here. I didn't have anything specifically in mind that I wanted to do for this bar. So I'm just freestyling. I have some chrysanthemum flowers from Brambleberry that I'm going to put onto this bar, just along the edge. And you know what? I realized after I already had this huge bag of chrysanthemum flowers that I think I like the way Makesy has their chrysanthemum flowers a little bit more than these. But I haven't ordered them before, so you never know. I might get a chance to try it and like it. But now I'm just sprinkling some Epsom salt there for some exfoliation. And cleaning up the edges there, so the mold is easier to clean up afterwards as well. Yeah. And this is what it looks like. Now, this is a fragrance oil that immediately started accelerating the trace, and I did not have time to show you all mixing any colors or none of that because look at it. And you know, it's one that I did not expect to accelerate the trace like that, but it did. So I'm just trying to I'm sweating trying to like put all this in here before it turns into solid soap on me. Okay. I had another color. It was like rock solid by the time I went to scoop it into here. So we're just gonna show a little bit of this, and then we're gonna go on to the next. And you're gonna be shocked to find out. You're gonna be shocked to find out how this turned out. Okay. Anyway, on to the next one. This is one that I wanted to have a little bit of a like a manlier, masculine bar, but I wanted it to be brown, and I mixed black oxide with yellow or orange mica, and it's a little gray. It's giving gray. It looks brown a little bit on the camera, but it's really like gray brown. But anyway, this one and the first bar that I did are using fragrance oils from Makesy, and you see they are performing beautifully. I mean, neither of them accelerated trace. I have time to work with them, and yeah, so good so good so far. Good so far. So far so good. And I'm just creating a little bit of a like a raised end here. Give it a little shape. And I've got these bright orange flower petals that I'm putting. And those really do pop. These are from Brambleberry also. And this is what it looked like. Next, I am doing my favorite bar ever, a restock, because I ran out. This is my third time making this bar. I've got some green, some white, and some orange mixed with a little bit of turmeric in there. And same thing, gonna pour this lye in here and mix it all together, and we'll see what happens. Yep, so you can see that oil mixing all in there, getting all mixed in. And I'm just going to separate out some of this batter into 2 other cups because I want to put my other colors in there. And yeah. This is my fragrance oil. Well, actually, it's only essential oils that I have blended together. It's orange and patchouli, and you can see it is very dark. It does discolor your batter. So just keep that in mind. That's why I added a little bit of that titanium dioxide so it comes out to be like a creamy color. Now, if this was a fragrance oil or essential oil that um, accelerated trace, then I most definitely would not pour the fragrances in right away. I would wait and do it after I mix the colors in. All right, we're just gonna pour this in there. I have my other bar for reference. This one was a little bit smaller of a bar, but everything else is the same except the orange is something that I added recently to make that pop a little bit more because you can't really see the turmeric layer in there on the other one from a distance. All right, now you know how this goes. You just keep pouring and figuring out how you want your design to be. Typically, maybe you should plan this in advance, but today I'm just winging it. The batter's starting to thicken up, especially this orange right here with the turmeric in it. And I think that's because I poured in a little bit more fragrance oil for such a small container. But yeah, just working that in, cleaning up the mold as we go. And for this particular bar, I really want the green mostly on top. So after I shape this up a little bit, we're just going to put that green right there, plop it there on top, and shape it up. My camera had actually died, but I didn't want you to miss this part. So I just pulled out my phone so you could see me shaping it up kind of at the end. And you can get an idea of how thick it gets after you've worked with it for a little while. All right, so here we are 2 days later. I mean, you could probably do it sooner, but I was busy. So 2 days later, we are going to cut this soap. The Brambleberry molds have this little wood thing that slides out from under it, and then you're able to push it out. And here's me struggling to get this out. And oh my goodness, look at that bar. That is beautiful. Now I'm just taking the silicone liner off of the bar, and I'm gonna place it here and cut it. Just a little gentle pressure going against the wires so it doesn't do it kind of lopsided. And now for the reveal. Wow, look at the tops. Look at that little yellow swirl in the middle. Lovely, yes. I'm just gonna unload these and put them off to the side. There's another one. And I was actually concerned that maybe the flowers would kind of just fall off, but that wire actually cut it pretty well. And now we're on to our next bar, which is my Senses bar that I was just restocking and taking this liner off. Let's go ahead and get to cutting. Oh, look at that green. You see the little specks of turmeric in there? I wish you could smell this bright orange through the camera. And now let's go ahead and take a look. Oh, you know what? That's one thing about soap making, and I've said it before, but you never know what you're going to get. I mean, you could plan something, but it still comes out totally different, especially if whatever fragrance you're using or essential oil accelerates the trace. But I think these came out pretty good. All right, so now I've got this mold here from Nurture Soap, and it is a little bit more difficult to get out of the wooden part, but I've got it out. And let's take this liner off and look at that. Oh my goodness. Look at those bright flower petals. Oh my gosh. All right, so one thing you'll notice is this little gel ring in the middle, and that can happen. And those lines there from the flower petals, it's kind of hard to avoid, but you know, I just don't stress about it anymore. Now for this disaster bar right here. Whoa! I mean, literally, it looks like a disaster on the top, but wait till you see how this came out. I was shook. Okay, don't look at the edges. Don't look yet. Hold on. Okay, there's the top and the sides. Okay, but wait till we slice this open. Just wait. Look at that. Okay, just wait. Just wait. I mean, stuff is literally falling off all over the place. Now, take a look at this right here. What? What? It's literally smooth on the inside, and I just can't believe it. Like all of them, except the edges. I was like, wow. Wow. Look at this. Wow. I mean, this is literally just another example of you just never know what you're going to get when you're soaping with cold processed soap. But anyway, I hope you all enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching and have a great day.